So before I got into strength training, all I knew about Bulgarian sport was that they had a really good footy team in the 90s, 1994. Remember them at the 1994 World Cup, getting to the semi-finals. I think they did beat Germany in the quarter-finals, 3-2. The bald eagle, Stoitchkov, scoring a diving header. Remember it well. And I think they lost to Italy in the semi-finals. I'm sure they were winning, and it was Roberto Baggio, who turned it around for Italy. But they had a player called Hristo Stoitchkov. What a player he was. Played for Barcelona. I remember him and Romario battering Man United in the Champions League. And I remember being a young lad, and Stoitchkov was one of my favourite players. Him and Georgi Hagi were Romanian. So that's all I knew about Bulgarian sport until I got into strength training. And then I started learning about the Bulgarian weightlifting team and the Bulgarian weightlifting system. And that's what led me on to reading Squat Every Day by Matt Perryman and the Greg Knuckles Bulgarian method. So this is what I'm going to do now, because I'm on the goldfish method, changing my mind every day. I'm going to run the Greg Knuckles Bulgarian method for the next 10 weeks for the squat and the bench and the press. The deadlift I'm just going to do every day, auto-regulate. But the Greg Knuckles Bulgarian method is you work up to a single and you do a back off set. So you work up to a single which you can hit without any pre-workout, any music, any stimulation, and then your back off set is either a double or a triple. So it's going to be kind of along them lines. So I was working the press last week. I hit a triple at 80, then I did back offs at 70, 60 and 50. But today I went up to 82.5, it's a double, but instead of going down and down and down doing multiple reps, I'm keeping the volume lower and the intensity higher. So I did a set of 5 at 75 kilos after that. And then I did 3 sets of 8 on the barbell rows because I wanted to do some rowing before the benching. Because I went to the gym yesterday and I did some lat pull downs and they really aggravated my lat strain. The barbell rows weren't too bad, but my benching always feels really good after barbell rowing. I always feel really secure on the bench. I can push really well. And I thought I would get more than 6 reps at 100, to be honest, because it was feeling that good on the way up. Obviously, I tired myself out a bit with the shoulder, with the overhead pressing. But I got 6 reps, which I was quite happy with. So I've got a 10-week plan where in 10 weeks, my job is going to get really busy at Christmas. I'm going to be working later and starting earlier. The weather's going to be terrible. And it's just going to be, I'm not going to be able to put as much effort into my training. So I want to hit it hard for 10 weeks and mainly focus on conditioning, like I said, and keeping as much strength as I can by doing this Bulgarian method. So one day I'm going to squat, the next day I'm going to press. Then I'm going to squat and press. I'm going to alternate the squat and the press. So I'll be squatting and pressing 3.5 times a week, shall we say. So 7 times every fortnight. And the deadlift's just going to be running along in the background on the slow cooker. Whatever I manage, whatever I can feel that day, the deadlift's going to come last. And that was the whole point behind this deadlift program. The deadlift is there, building in the background while I focus on other things. And I'm going to up the conditioning to 4 times a week, starting from this week. And then up to 5 times a week, possibly. It's going to be a combination of kettlebells, bag work, burpees. I don't know if I can be arsed going back to the gym. My Achilles tendon's a bit sore today from the running. It takes a lot out of my legs, and I've just got everything I need at home. I don't need to go to the gym. So yeah, I'm going Bulgarian, like Hristo Stoitchkov, for the next 10 weeks, focusing on conditioning, running the Bulgarian method of the squat and the bench. And then on tomorrow's video, I'll be telling you how I'm going to be doing something completely different because I talk out of my arse.